Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744, and today, guys, we're doing our March preview for the international break for the UEFA section, guys. And I'm joined Mats, guys. Mats is going to help me break down these games and everything. Now, just to let you guys know that all the games, there will be some groups that will not play during this month because obviously Nations League is going on at this time, and some of the groups are depending on the Nations League quarterfinals. So some of the groups won't start until like June or September. So basically, just to give you guys the gist, basically groups with 5 countries are basically playing this one. So we have a total of 24 games, 6 groups to discuss, and yeah. Matt, do you have anything to say before we start?
I'm ready. But also,
All right.
taking this March as a whole, I do think we're going to see. I'll just redo this bit. Well, we're getting started with UEFA, and then also there's some good games that I'm looking forward to seeing, and let's see how this section starts.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. So let's start with the first group we got here, which is, I believe, Group F. Group F. So we got the loser of Spain,
Group
Netherlands,
G.
and Poland, Finland, Lithuania, and Group G. Yeah, Group G. Poland, Lithuania, and the last country is I can't see my screen. Is this
Malta.
you have to read that. Oh, Malta. Sorry. Yeah, Malta. Okay. So for this group, man, let's start with the first game we got here is Malta versus Finland. Now, this is a game Finland has to win. Do you agree?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Finland are playing both of their March fixtures away from home, but this is certainly one of the games that they've got to win. Malta usually aren't much of a threat, but Finland are in a new era. So I don't know anything about their current manager, but maybe we'll get an idea of what the new Finland are like.
Yeah, I think Finland should win this game with all due respect to Malta. I could see this one being a closer than people expect, but ultimately Finland should get the win, and I'm assuming you're also going the same as well. So,
Yes.
all right, moving to the next one I got here. It is Poland versus Lithuania. This is pretty straightforward. Poland should win. That being said, though, Poland do have a habit of making things harder for themselves, so it wouldn't surprise me if they don't win this game or maybe draw this game whatsoever. But I would expect Poland to win. I'd be shocked if they don't win. Would you be shocked?
Oh, I would be. They've got a favourable month. They they won't actually be tested until June at a push, but you could even say September. But I would expect Poland to win this game, and there'll be home for both encounters this month. So if they are going to want to have a shot at topping, the best place to start is to winning both home games,
Absolutely
including
agree.
against Lithuania.
Yeah, next was Lithuania versus Finland. Now, this could actually be a difficult one because this is a game which I'm not really honestly. I think this is a tricky one to call honestly because we know Lithuania on their day, especially at home, I think we're very good, and Finland on the road is a bit tricky. We're a bit unpredictable. So for this one, I'm gonna actually surprise you guys. I'm gonna actually say a draw for this one. I just like both teams. I just feel like Lithuania being at home gives them the advantage, and I just don't really trust Finland on the road that much. So I don't think Finland. I don't think Finland are that bad to the point that we'll lose. So I just feel like it's around the same quality. So I'll say a draw for this one. What are you saying, Matt?
Well, I'd say Lithuania are quite close to Malta in terms of their quality, and even then, both of them aren't like the very worst. They still will, for sure, would be beating the bottom three. The concern for Finland could be is that they don't score that many goals.
Yeah, that's true.
And even though they're under new management, maybe you could argue Ant-Man, but is their attack going to be really strong enough to give them more than 2 goals? It's doubtful. There's definitely an argument to say that they could draw at least one of these games, especially including against Lithuania. I think they'll win, but I don't think they'll win by a lot.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That is fair. Next up is Poland versus Malta. Let's just cut to the chase. Poland should win this game with all due respect. We don't even need to really analyze this one that much. And you know what's interesting, guys? Both of them have a very similar flags. Kind of catches my eye.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for both sides to get 6 points before the pot 1 team comes in. Yeah. And they both play each other. Well, both Finland and Poland play each other on the 4th match day. But in the meantime, they both of them need to be winning these games. But Poland, there's possibly a cause for concern if they don't get at least one 3-0 win in this window, unless the goalkeepers have a worldie, of course.
Yeah, of course. And I do feel like that Poland-Finland game could be very crucial in this group, guys. That game could definitely decide who's getting that second, which nation's getting second place. Anyways, let's move on to Group H, guys. So Group H, you can see right here, guys, we got Austria, Romania, Bosnia, Cyprus, and San Marino, of course. So start with the first game we got here. It is the Battle of the Minnows, as I like to say. Cyprus versus San Marino, man. This is a great opportunity for both nations here to make a statement. And maybe get some points on the board. And for this one, I'm going to actually say a draw. I'm going to say a draw. I was really impressed with San Marino did the Nations League. I think the Nations League, what they did has been phenomenal. And I was really impressed with them. Getting those away wins in particular, that really caught me off guard. And I think they're treading the right direction. Where Cyprus, I still think are a good nation, of course, but I just feel like San Marino a bit on the upward, and I feel like Cyprus is kind of stagnating. So I feel like this will just see out to a draw.
I would still expect Cyprus to win. They aren't there was one year where they were on a bit of a rise, but then came back down. That being said, they should still have enough to win. Now, maybe if in the reverse fixture, there is definitely a good chance for San Marino to get something, but I don't think they'll do it. And let's not forget also in the Nations League, they only beat Liechtenstein, which is probably now the worst team in UEFA. San Marino did lose to Gibraltar and only draw away. So I don't think we can really get too excited for San Marino just yet. So, but maybe for the home fixture, they could get something, but I think Cyprus should have enough. Probably something on the lines of 2-0, maybe 3-0. Probably no more than 4-0.
Okay. I mean, Cyprus definitely have what it takes to win it. I just feel like it's going to be a draw. But, who knows? Cyprus, if there was a winner for this match, I would definitely favor Cyprus and San Marino. But I'm just going to play it safe and say draw. But who knows? It could very well happen. Next up is Romania versus Bosnia. I'm going to be honest with you, Romania should win this. With all due respect to Bosnia, they have been falling off as a cliff there. I don't know what's happened to them because they're such a promising team on paper, but when they play on the pitch, they're just such a disgrace and embarrassment. It is laughable. Like, I think the Euro qualifiers, they finished behind Iceland. It's just really embarrassing, like really bad. So I don't know, man. I think Bosnia are falling apart, and Romania, I mean, what they did the Euros was phenomenal to top the group and everything. And I think Romania is definitely on the rise, and Bosnia is definitely on the decline.
I think Bosnia have got a little bit better since 2023, but I don't expect them to do much. Even though they did get 2 draws in League A, one of them being Hungary away. I expect Romania to win, but Bosnia should still have enough to be like the third place team in the group.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not Bosnia versus Cyprus. Bosnia, you better win this game. If you do not win this game, some massive questions have to be asked of this team. This will be an embarrassment. If you don't win this game, just I don't know what to say. Like this will be a disgrace. You have to win this game with no questions whatsoever.
I would agree with that. When it comes to the reverse fixture, we'll really see where these two are, but I would expect Bosnia to win this one.
Yeah, for sure. And then the final group game we got in Group H is San Marino versus Romania. I know I hyped up San Marino a little bit, guys, but they're not doing anything against Romania. Romania should ease through this one. And yeah, Romania is just too good. So yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it should be a
Sure,
Romania win.
yeah. All right, so let's move to Group I. We got Group I here, which is interesting. So we got here loser of Germany, Italy, Norway, Israel, Estonia, and Moldova. So start with the first game we got here. It is Moldova versus Norway. Now this could be a tricky one, Matt, because we saw what Moldova did in the qualifiers. Like they managed to get 4 points against Poland, which was crazy, and actually made Poland actually go through the playoffs. Ultimately, though, Poland still did qualify to end through the playoffs. And so Moldova is a very interesting one. I feel like this is a team that on their day could do something special, and then on their day, and then at the same time, this is a team that could also drop the bomb and underperform. So you don't know what you get, and kind of the same with Norway. They're also very unpredictable as well. You don't know what to get with this team because this team has so much talent, but yet they're like defensively so bad, and they at times can underperform. So it's a really difficult one to call. Honestly, I'm kind of torn for this one.
They also
I'm
got a
gonna
draw against Albania in the qualifiers as well.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna say Norway will barely win, but I'm not confident with this pick. I'm gonna give them the slight edge, but I don't know. I'm not confident with this pick. This is a really close one. So what do you
I
think,
mean,
Max?
I think Moldova will can set definitely maybe give a good account of themselves. I think they'll do all right, but I think Norway will win. But there's definitely question marks over Norway, both well, particularly in the manager department and also the defense. But certainly Haaland, Odegaard, saw all of our key players that Norway have that could definitely help them in this game and in the long term as well.
Yeah, next up. Next up, we got Israel versus Estonia. I mean, with all due respect, Israel should win. Obviously, we know they're not played at home, even though they're designated a home team. Neutral. They can play neutral venue, of course. So I'm not going to explain why they're not going to play at home. You guys already know. So yeah, I mean, this should be a straightforward Israel win, right?
I would say so, although I don't think it's going to be by too much. Probably something on the lines of a 2-goal margin. Estonia, in the last World Cup qualifiers, they did finish above Belarus. They, if I recall correctly, the last Nations League was certainly okay for them. So when they play Israel at home, I think they could certainly get at a result, even a win. But going on neutral territory, certainly away from home, I don't think they'll win this.
Yeah.
But this
All
is
right. Next.
definitely one that Israel has to win, and this one as well. But both of them are must wins for them.
Ooh, now this is an interesting one because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I could see Israel getting a result here, even though they're on neutral venue and everything, and Norway being on the road. And I don't trust Norway on the road whatsoever. And as Matt's put it out here, this is a must-win game for Israel, especially if they want to qualify through the playoffs. For this one, guys, I'm gonna go with the draw. I'm gonna just play it safe. I'll say a draw. I just feel like Norway. I don't still trust Norway on the road, and even though I give them the benefit of the doubt against Moldova, I think Israel is much better than Moldova. So I'm gonna say they'll cancel each other out.
I think certainly not a straightforward one. Norway have a stronger team for sure,
Oh
but a
yeah,
draw
100%.
is definitely a strong possibility. I'll give my exact prediction later, but I think we'll likely see either a draw or a win for Norway. But certainly, this is a big one for Israel, and maybe for Norway if they want to sneak first place.
Okay, so which one are you like? Let's say you had to pick. Which one are you more leaning towards? Draw or Norway win?
Probably a draw.
Yeah, I think a draw is probably safe. Next up is Moldova versus Estonia. Moldova, please win this game. Like you got to win this game, especially being at home. Yeah, if you don't win this game, that'll be a disgrace.
Two teams on the same level. They tend to be either like kind of fourth tier or best of the minnows. But given that Moldova have home advantage, I think they'll win. But when it comes to being played in Tallinn, I'll give Estonia the advantage.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk about that in the future, of course. Anyways, moving on to Group J, we got here. Um, it is Belgium, Wales, North Macedonia, Kazakhstan, um, and um, Liechtenstein. So for this one, we got Liechtenstein versus North Macedonia. Now, this one for me, North Macedonia should win. With all due respect to Liechtenstein, we know how bad they are. So anything by North Macedonia win would surprise me.
I would agree. They're at the stage where they've gone below San Marino, but away from home can be a concern for North Macedonia. So if they can if they start by getting this one, let's see from there. But certainly got to make this count because away from home it could be tricky for the rest. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, we could be
I'm not so sure whether they've got a strong enough goal threat to make this too one-sided from a scoreline point of view, but they should still have no troubles in getting the result.
Oh yeah. They definitely need to win. I don't think this will be as dominant as people make it out to be because I do agree with you, North Macedonia on the road can be a bit hit or a miss. But they should still win this with all due respect. Next up is Wales versus Kazakhstan. Now, this is could be an interesting one for Wales because obviously Kazakhstan, we've seen their rise in the Euro qualifiers. What they did was phenomenal. You know, they they managed to make it to playoffs. Unfortunately for them, though, they got obliterated by Greece, which is sad. But still, they at least they made the playoffs, which most people didn't expect them to, right? And then obviously Wales are kind of rebuilding ever since the World Cup. Ever since Gareth Bale retired, they haven't really been able to find their guy. I mean, Brendan Johnson's been there as well. Of course, they brought their new manager in. I think it's Craig Bellamy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So this is a tricky one. I'm gonna still give Wales an advantage, though, since Wales are generally good at home. They have a very good home record. They rarely lose at home. So I'm still gonna give Wales. I'm still gonna give Wales a slight edge, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in a draw. I think a draw is definitely possible. I wouldn't write it off, but I'm gonna give Wales an advantage. Yeah. What do you think, Matt?
Well, Kazakhstan got into the Euro playoffs because of the Nations League seeding. Well, let's not forget in the last campaign, Kazakhstan won away in a UK nation with Northern Ireland.
That's true.
They also there's that kind of narrative, and they did also get an away win against Finland and in that same campaign. So their away form is improving. I definitely think Wales have a better chance of getting top two, but this particular game is quite troubling me because I can definitely imagine Kazakhstan getting a result here. I don't think a win's off the cards either. Wales probably the better team, but I'm actually quite stuck on this one because Wales should win, but Kazakhstan have it in them to do something.
Make a decision, Mats. Make a decision. Make a decision. Man.
You know what? On this occasion, I'll say a draw, but long term, Wales are going to have a more successful campaign.
Yeah, there's I know a certain Welshman would be very angry hearing those words, but anyways, we're gonna move. We got next up is Liechtenstein versus Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. This should be a win. Obviously the Wales one can be a bit tricky, but come on, you should win this one. Like you know what really would disappoint me, Matt? Like imagine let's say hypothetically, let's say Wales get a draw on the road against Wales, and everyone's like, yeah, let's go, and then they lose to Liechtenstein away. That would really that would be bad. Like I'm sorry, it would be not worth it. Like honestly, like it would be so bad. They have to win this game, 100%, no excuses.
And this may be a game where they need to buff up their goal difference.
Yeah, that is true. This is a good opportunity for your GD, man. GD. So yeah. Next up, and then this one, North Macedonia versus Wales. Now this is going to be an interesting one because honestly, North Macedonia is a team that is weird at times. Because I remember, I think they were 2-0 up against Ukraine, and then we all know what happened. Ukraine that comeback. Could something similar happen here? I could see something like that happening. I could see North Macedonia going into a 2-0 lead, and the Wales coming back from 2-0 down. It could very well happen.
And Wales have been developing in quite well under Craig Bellamy.
Yeah, that's true.
And taking into account the Nations League as well. So I think so they've definitely got it in them to win here. I think it will be a close one overall.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a draw for this one. I could see Wales win, but I'll just say a draw because I feel like North Macedonia at home is not as is a bit hard, put it this way. So, but let's see though. I wouldn't be surprised if Wales win.
I'm also saying a draw. I think it will go either way, and both sides fairly similar in quality.
Yeah, all right. Moving on to the penultimate group. Mats, I know you're happy with this one. England, Serbia, Albania, Latvia, and Andorra. And let's kick off with we got Andorra versus Latvia. This is pretty much the battle of the minnows, essentially. I'm gonna just cut it to the chase. I'll say a draw. Not really
Andorra's best chance to win. Latvia's best chance to get an away win. Andorra did get 2 points in the last campaign. Latvia have had a respectable last 2 qualifying campaigns, Euro and World Cup each. I'd give Latvia a better chance of winning, but I'll say it will be something like a 1-1 draw.
All right. England versus Albania, Mats. Actually, I'll let you start first.
Well, this will be the first game under Thomas Tuchel. The squad will be announced 4 days after we are recording, and there are definitely a lot of questions on how is Tuchel going to set up, how will England play. There's arguments for various formations based on what Tuchel has played and the personnel that England have. So, given that Albania will be one of the harder games we'll have, it will give us an idea of what England will be playing like in the long term. This is a game that I will be going to. This is one that England, in the last World Cup qualifiers, they did play Albania. They got a 5-0 win and were 1 result from securing a place to Qatar, which was, of course, after that, San Marino away. I don't think we're going to quite see as strong as a victory as we did last time. But my thinking is that it'll finish something like 3-0 to England.
Yeah, England definitely should win. Albania, I feel like they have improved since then, but I don't think they're going to be able to compete England away. I mean, this is probably the toughest game to start with. So maybe at home against England, we could see a much better Albania, but for this game, England should win this one. And sticking with this one, guys, we got Albania versus Andorra. Albania, man, you better win this one. You better win this one. Like, you got the hardest game out of the way, and now you probably got the easiest game next. So it's kind of nice for Albania, probably say. So, um, I think Albania should win. Would you agree, Mats?
Yes, Andorra was also in our World Cup qualifiers group last time, so this fixture will be another repeat. In the past, Albania they did have some concern on playing teams like towards the level of Andorra based on like the expectation, but for Albania and also factoring Serbia as well, what's going to one of the big determining factors for who's going to finish second will be the goal difference, because they could potentially finish on the same points. And I think Albania have a better chance of having a stronger goal difference. I think they will win here, and they should win. And let's see. And this game certainly will have an effect long term as well, based on how many Albania probably win by.
Yeah, the England, man. You got 2 home games as well. This is actually nice. Like, England should, but regardless, England should win this game. Regardless, I mean,
we certainly should win, and playing 2 home games in a row does help as well. Ideally, I would have liked it to have been a bit more stretched out, because then it's like easier to go unchanged. But to be fair, again, it's another one they should win. It is certainly a harder one to establish continuity based on the days apart, but the depth is still good for England, especially from an attacking point of view, and England should be winning this.
Yeah, England definitely should beat Latvia. And then the final group we got here, it is the loser of France and Croatia versus Croatia. And then we got, obviously, Czech Republic, Montenegro, Faroe Islands, and Gibraltar. So starting with this, what we got here, it is Montenegro versus Gibraltar. Now for this game, Montenegro should win. Let's just cut to the chase.
I would agree with that. Montenegro is the only team below the top 2 that has a shot of getting into the playoffs, and they can start that bid by winning here. Yeah, I believe they played each other. Yeah, both sides played each other in the last qualifiers campaign as well.
Wow, fitting. Czech Republic versus Faroe Islands. Czech Republic should win this.
Yeah, they should win this, and it being at home as well will help.
Yeah, and the Gibraltar versus Czech Republic, another easy win for Czech Republic. Czech Republic should be winning this one.
Yes, they should win this.
And then the final game we got here is Montenegro versus Faroe Islands, and yeah, Montenegro should win this one.
I would say so as well, but Faroe Islands, I think the better. You could maybe make an argument for them, and I think on home territory they've got a good chance, but I still think Montenegro should have enough to get the win here.
Yeah. So that's going to be it, guys, for the qualifiers, guys. So weird. That's the March games for you guys. So remember, guys, we're gonna have a review. We're gonna do the March review. I'm still deciding how I'm gonna do the review. Am I gonna do all the confederations in one video, or we're gonna do a live stream? Maybe I'll do a poll. Let you guys decide. We'll figure everything out from there. And yeah, like I said, guys, we're guys to check out Matt's channel as well. Matt, tell us about where they can find you, man.
Yeah, you can find me over here with this name. Will be I'll be doing a vlog for England versus Albania. I'll be getting out some predictions, and later on in the campaign, I'll be bringing some more or background information on England's away opponents and things like that. I delve as well into more the cultural aspects of the football side. So yeah, if that interests you, you come and join me, and you can also find my other channel, An English Show on Porto, where I talk all things FC Porto.
Yeah, I think it'd be appreciated, guys. Remember, guys, to like, subscribe as well. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Peace out.